You may recall that last summer I did this big makeover in this small apartment closet. I should say it's not the smallest closet in the world, but because it's the only closet in my apartment, it has to do a lot of jobs, and it's not enough room to do all the jobs that it has to do, but we managed to make it work. This is where it's at today. It's not perfect right now, hence the reason for today's video, because we're kind of giving it a little bit of a reset, getting it transitioned for spring summer, because this is all winter fall clothes going on over here, because I do not need access to turtlenecks anymore, at least for the next little bit. So I am going to be taking out all of the really super winter fall stuff and putting it into vacuum sealed bags, and then bringing the spring summer stuff out and going through it to see if there's anything that I want to just say goodbye to and donate, and also keep an eye out on what pieces are missing from my wardrobe, so that as I'm shopping, I'm really shopping intentionally. I do need to get a few new things this year. I feel like the closet is in a pretty good spot. Yes, everything is not properly folded. Do not come for me. You know how it be, okay? It's a miracle they're in the shelves to begin with. But for the most part, everything is where it should generally be. There's a little bit of clutter for sure happening, but I feel like this is a sign that the system is working well for me. As we know, I like to tackle organization projects in small chunks so that it doesn't get too overwhelming for me. And I think the way to do this is to start by taking out the winter fall clothes and categorizing it into different groups. Big chunky sweaters will be a group. Zip up hoodies that are like really thick will be a group. Long sleeve bodysuits that don't have summer crossover will be a group. I'm gonna obviously form the groups as I go, but just generally chunking things together and folding it as I do it, and also popping anything that I feel like needs a wash before it gets stored into my hamper so that I'm not storing dirty clothes. That's disgusting. Also, as I'm doing this, I'm gonna take note of anything that I didn't wear this season and use this as an opportunity to donate anything that is no longer resonating. I absolutely love this purple turtleneck. It just feels so pilly. I'm not sure if it's coming across on camera. I think next fall, winter, I'm gonna have to get a fabric shaper and just attack it to freshen it up a bit. Now there's always exceptions to rules, because this is a sweater, a cropped turtleneck sweater that I didn't really wear much of at all this fall winter. I think because in general it was a pretty laid back fall winter. It wasn't the most like cold, but despite the fact that I didn't get much wear out of it this year, I have no plans to get rid of it because it is a piece I do like wearing. It's a neutral color too, and not too trendy. The crop definitely makes it a little bit on the trendier side, but it's a good staple piece. Obviously, if I don't wear it again next year, I'll have to kind of reconsider whether it belongs in my wardrobe, but I think it was just an off season, so we're keeping. This is an example of a much thinner turtleneck, so I'm gonna put it into a different category. This is actually a turtleneck from Uniqlo. I think most of the fall winter shopping I did, the little bit that I did do this year, was from Uniqlo. They've got some really great pieces. Speaking of Uniqlo, this was one of them. I loved this green turtleneck this year. So fun. Such a cool pop of color too. I've got like Celine Dion stuck in my head. I look at this sweater all the time and think this is why you have to stick to your gut instinct, because I think I got it not this year, last year. It seems like a perfect gray chunky sweater. The problem for me with this sweater is that you can tell right from just even holding it up, it's very top heavy. There's a lot of fabric up here, not as much down here, so you think it'd make this nice slouchy look, but I find it often just doesn't. I don't know, I just don't feel very like put together in it. I did wear it this year with like leggings at home as something more casual, so we'll see. I think a future me is gonna have to decide on this one. Is she gonna donate anything? We'll see. Just in contrast, to give you a visual, this one's a lot more balanced out. I wore this all the time this year. Actually, one of my favorite pieces, a charcoal mock neck. As I'm doing this, I really feel like there's very minimal for me to get rid of this year. This is one of those pieces that I could theoretically still wear at home, because sometimes it does get a little bit chillier at home, but then also with some jean shorts in the spring summer. So I'm gonna make sure I put this in a separate category of like thinner crew necks, and then make decisions at the end of like how many realistically I need to have on hand. Because I also feel like your clothes can be looked at like rotating children's toys, that sometimes there's value, even if the piece works for a season, to put it away so that you develop a love for it again, that you can like miss it And when you miss something and it comes back into your life, there's inevitably this second honeymoon with it, because you're like, oh my goodness, I forgot about this piece. This is great. And if you just keep something in constant visible sight, you don't have the opportunity to have that kind of relationship with that piece again. So something to consider when you're trying to consider pieces to pack away during certain seasons. We're all just children at heart, so sometimes you just gotta treat yourself like a toddler. Oh my god, that's a pajama top. Okay. Oh, sometimes I unimpress myself. Oh yeah, I didn't wear this one a lot either this year, and I love this shirt. This shirt is a statement shirt. It's a black shirt with personality, which a lot of people think black clothing can't have personality, but what do you call this? From Banana Republic. It's an Italian merino wool blend. A little scratchy. If you're not a scratchy sweater kind of person, you'd absolutely hate this. Wardrobe swaps are such a consistent part of my routine that I am curious to know, do you have to swap out your wardrobe, or does all of it, all the things, fit in your closet at once? I mean, also I guess it depends on if you live in an area of the world where you need to have such dramatic wardrobe changes from season to season. Canada is definitely one of those where it's a different world here in July versus January. Oh, how did I not wear this at all? I love this jumper too. Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself. That just got lost. What can I say? Ignore my workout section. I'm going to take everything out and refold everything. But I also wanted to note that these organizers I got from IKEA actually have held up pretty well. I know I got some comments saying that over time these shelves would droop on me, which, don't get me wrong, I fully expect that to happen. I know there's a little bit of drooping happening over here because I think I put a little extra weight on this section. But I think with them being so well used and past a little bit, I'm actually quite impressed with them. And these drawers have really come in handy too, but I really need to go through them because they are disorganized. It is time for a coffee break. I think another crucial aspect to doing organization projects that are a bit larger in one day is to at least give yourself the pleasure of having breaks throughout the time, because there's an instinct to push through and just do the thing, but then you burn out. Today we are not doing that. We are caffeinating with golden caramel. I've also got the window open in the apartment. There's a fresh breeze happening. It's actually rejuvenating my soul. So there's that. A nice little scallopy mug moment. I think I girl bossed too close to the sun with that one, because that little break ended up being like over an hour and a half because my friend called. We had catching up to do, so I had no choice. I had to answer the phone. We are gonna open up my summer bags. I have a suspicion of what's in here, but still, there's gonna be surprises nonetheless. But I wanna go through these two bags first and pull all the clothes out so that I have bags available to pack up my winter stuff. And then I think I'm gonna try and get some of that winter stuff out of my office so that I can focus on summer mode. This is always very satisfying though. If I could open it. Oh, look at that expansion. Jean shorts. These definitely need to be steamed. I love this dress. This is like one of those perfect walking dresses for going around the city doing errands, or if I want to do like more of like a workout walk. I actually would love to get another one of these this year. Dress. Oh my god, that one needs a steam too. Dress. Got some bodysuits happening here. One bag cleared. Oh, I forgot about that top. These shorts were such a win. I think I got them last year. They're like a trouser short. Comes in handy for when you're going to events and you need to be in summer mode, but you don't want to be in like ripped jeans. Just seeing everything on my couch is stressing me out. So that is a sign I need to go pack away some of those winter clothes, so I can feel like I'm doing progress and that my apartment isn't just filled with clothes everywhere. Got my bag. And so the filling up begins. I need another bag. I know that's not a groundbreaking revelation, but I feel like doing this process does really just emphasize how fast time moves, because I feel like I just rotated my spring to my winter clothes, and now we're already like halfway through the year. And I was on Instagram the other day and someone was like talking about how excited they were for Halloween, and I'm like, whoa. Whoa. I need things to slow down, but also this year has felt like so long, and it is just wild. Time is a funny concept. Hey, I got one more bag. Can I do it? I think we just made it. Starry Night might be staying out. I should go through these bodysuits though. Give me a second. These drawers have been so great for organizing my bodysuits. The best solution that I found for just keeping everything together. Now, when it comes to which ones I'm deciding to pack away, because like I don't think a long bodysuit necessarily means it's not spring summer appropriate, because there are times where a long sleeve is still doable in the summer, but there's certain bodysuits I have that are double lined and a lot heavier, like this one from Abercrombie, that I know like this is not gonna be spring summer appropriate because it's just a lot warmer, and it goes. Or this one that's a mock neck, also not summer spring vibes. Whereas this one is from Aritzia, it's a contour bodysuit. I think I am gonna keep this one out because on a summer night out, this could still be doable. Oh, I forgot about this one. Why did I wear this? Unimpressed. Cute. Upon looking at my summer clothes, I'm remembering that this was an addition that I made in the fall winter to add more shelf space, but in the spring summer I didn't have this second shelf unit, so I need to collapse it so that I have more hanging room for dresses, because I've got a lot of dresses that are on the longer side that can only go on this clothing rack. It's actually one of the reasons I wanted to make sure that this system of shelving wasn't permanent, so that I could adapt it to the different seasons and make the closet really work as functionally as possible for the type of clothing that I'm storing in each season, which is a bit different. Whew, that comes off. I should collapse this one because it's been around for longer and give it a break, and use this one so that as they dip or wear and tear, they're kind of evenly doing it. I like that idea. I'm gonna do that. Actually, I can also decide if I want to have the clothing storage on this side or this one. I'm gonna think about that. Woo! It's gonna go off again. Yep, probably another time. Maybe not. Huh. There it is. I knew it. Anyways, it's a new day. Should have expected the 4th. Do any of you have friends who text like in sentences at a time? Nobody does paragraphs in my life. It's a new day and we have made a lot of progress, but before we go into the closet, I want to show you guys my, oh, that's a hair. I want to show you guys my organized bodysuit collection. So I narrowed it down to 2 drawers because I only have one of those units over there. And I basically made all like the black bodysuits here. These are long sleeve ones. And I try and do my most used ones at the front and my more specific occasion ones at the back. So like for example, a pleather bodysuit is not something I'm wearing on a casual Tuesday. That's a going out top. And then on the right, I have more of my browns, which I did not realize I had so many brown bodysuits, or brown toned. Again, this is a long sleeve. This one's a short sleeve. We got a pop color here, pop color there. So I'm just trying to make it work. This really just comes in handy though. I love all the compartments in this to just make it easy to not have everything spill over, because if this was one giant drawer, I just feel like everything would fall apart pretty quickly. But these little compartments really do help. Actually, I think if this were like squares across the board, it would be even better, but this larger compartment does come in handy for those long sleeve bodysuits that take up just more space. I've got my summer clothes in this closet, and this is what the summer edition looks like. I like the fact that I put the dresses here this year instead of on the clothing rack, because then it means that this shelf section that can sometimes get a little cluttery isn't going to be in camera view all the time, which will be a nice break for me, because inevitably I don't always do the best job folding this, and then it's in the background of videos and I'm like, oh, I should have folded this better. The top shelf is my workout section. All of my workout clothes, excluding some leggings, are in here, so I haven't really packed anything away because I do like working out in long sleeve stuff. T-shirts are here. My basic t-shirts are in the back. I've got a couple tanks and some crop t-shirts at the front. Down here is all the shorts. So we've got jean shorts, I've got skirts, and down here I've got my fabric shorts, and in the back some more jean shorts. And this is where those bodysuit drawers are. And yes, I do store paper towel in my closet because, like I said, one closet in the whole apartment. We got to get creative here. One thing that I do think that helps make this clothing rack look a little bit more organized is by grouping things roughly by color. Black dresses are on the left. We've got long colorful dresses, then short colorful dresses, some tops, and I'm keeping some of my favorite hoodies and crew necks that will be good for nights or when it's just a little bit chillier. Some jeans at the bottom, but still like lots of space. It doesn't feel overly cluttered, this clothing rack. You can see the clothing rack in between the hangers, which is nice because when things look like this, it stresses me out. I want the clothes to have room to breathe. Up here, nothing has changed. My duvet cover is just like falling out of this bin, but it's okay. I'm gonna be putting it on my bed soon. I didn't really do anything in this cabinet either, but one thing I am doing is I cleared my pajama drawer practically to nothing, and I'm washing everything, giving it a nice, fresh clean. I find when you store things in drawers, it can get quite stuffy, so sometimes you just need to just take everything out and give it a fresh wash, even though everything in here is clean clothes, but I don't know, sometimes I get that urge. The only other mini project I need to do in this room to mark it as complete is to steam my dresses, particularly linen pieces like this. This isn't a dress, this one is like a little over top. It's a button down, cropped button down that you tie. Anyways, I feel like they need to be brought back to life with a good steam, and then I'll kind of assess my dresses to see if there's really any I can part ways with. I really haven't donated a ton of clothes during this transition. I really thought there was more stuff to say goodbye to, but I guess it's great because that means that I'm in a good relationship right now with my wardrobe, so that's fun. I did though, however, as I was doing this project, kind of mark what I thought was missing in my wardrobe. Although I still need to go through my dresses, I do know that I need some more light dresses. What do I mean by light dresses? I mean dresses that don't have as much fabric. I feel like I've got some really beautiful dresses in here that just are a little bit on the heavier side because there's just more fabric going on. They're really maxi length dresses, and I love wearing those in the summer, but there are certain days when it's super hot when you need not as much going on. So that is something that I think is glaring for my wardrobe. Also, it's been a while since I've really incorporated some new floral dresses, so I'd love to find some of those. And the only other thing that I'm like in desperate need of is tops. Aside from my t-shirts, my tops consist of one handful of hangers. Sure, I have bodysuits and I love bodysuits, but I just need some tops because in the summer, again, when it's super hot, you don't want anything going on around there. You just want it to be easy breezy, and I need to find pieces that I really love. I really struggle in the top department because I think for my age group, it's either crop tops, which typically isn't my style. Like, I do not want like a midriff showing every day, or like it's really boxy fits that are in right now, particularly like with linen tops. I've tried a few of them and I just don't find like they flatter my body shape when combined with the types of pants or bottoms I have in my wardrobe. So I have to find things that work with what I have bottom wise, because I don't want to be acquiring all these new bottoms to fit this new style of top, if you know what I mean. So I need to go on the hunt and like be very intentional about that. That's pretty much it. So I love having like a little list of things to look out for when shopping so that I'm not making impulse decisions, and I'm really targeting my gap areas, because that's when I'm going to feel the biggest effect in bringing a new piece in, is when it's filling a gap. If you're just bringing in something that you already kind of have, you're gonna find yourself in this cycle of like frustration because your wardrobe is missing pieces. My main though fashion goal this summer is just to use more of a variety of the pieces in my wardrobe. So like to really take advantage of my full wardrobe and not just end up wearing the same things over and over again. I mean, like, staple outfits are great, but I do feel like I need to push myself a bit to just like wear the things and not wait for specific occasions to wear something. I hate that. I hate when you're like, oh, I want to save this piece for this day, or I want to make sure this is special for this event. Then you end up wearing like a piece like so few times throughout the season, and I just want to wear the things that make me feel good and wear a variety of things so that all pieces of my wardrobe feel like they are part of the fun that is life. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me as I swapped out my wardrobe. Even if you don't, you know, pack away your pieces like I do each season, I do recommend doing some sort of wardrobe assessment every season, because it makes you a better shopper, but also you end up finding things in your wardrobe that you forgot about, and then they're put back into the front of your mind so that you can bring them into rotation again in what you're wearing. Even for my bag collection, I noticed like I have this crescent bag from Uniqlo that I need to get using, a silver belt bag that I didn't use a lot last year I want to experiment with, this beautiful straw bag, oh there it is, that would probably go good with some black dresses. I don't know, there's things I just want to try incorporating into outfits I don't typically. Believe it or not, I do still have quite a few mini projects of organization to do in this apartment, so if that's your cup of tea, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you all very soon with another one. Ciao ciao guys, bye. Everyone's like, linen this, linen that. This is what happens when you buy linen. It wrinkles like no other. The steamer is gonna have a fun time with this one. Just a caution when you're buying all the trendy materials of the realisticness of them. Linen is one of them. My mom always says, that's gonna wrinkle. And oh, is she right.
I might as well be